they have preferred biomes, preferred NPCs like the next to, for example, like the clothier might be like next to the guide, and then that would make them happy. Sometimes they might like it on the plains biome or the ice biome, that kind of thing. So yeah. As you get kind of NPC towns, but for now there's a minimum of 3 NPCs per town, and mobs won't actually spawn there. There's this kind of like event mobs, for example, like the Goblin Army or the Pirate. Usually bosses can be something there, but things like slimes and zombies probably won't spawn inside your town, which is great because then you won't be like that annoying to you. Yeah, so with the feature I spoke about, which is pylons, I'm actually really excited about this because it's like a teleportation device. There's no wiring necessary. You get 1 teleportation device as a pylon per world per biome. So for example, the kind of plains, the overworld would be, you would have kind of 1 for the ice biome, 1 for the plains, which is great. You can also get some things, for example, in this picture here. I'm really excited for that new bunny, which seems like a crystal bunny, but you also got new doors, which is excellent. And as you can see, this crystal pylon, which might be just the underground one. You can get these for 2 NPCs per area where there's pylon. Also, you may notice the gem trees, and I hope these actually give you gemstones for actually chopping them down, because this will be way easier to gem farm, you know, because those common issues you always run into. Yeah, so this is what a kind of plains one would look like. You would click on it, it would open up your map, and you would scroll, and you'd be able to see them almost like waypoints, you know, like if you saw a player or an NPC or where you last died. So yeah, you can see that, and now you can see the fact that they would kind of be like crystals, a bit like the old ones, army crystals, but except they don't trigger an event. And you click on them, they kind of have different designs and bases, but most of them would just be kind of bulk color changes. So here's what one of like the towns would look like. For example, you got the merchant in the top left here, and to the right of the player you can see the guide, and this is great because this would almost be considered a town. And yeah, so that's what the necessary requirements are to actually get a pylon. So if you don't have 2 NPCs per kind of townish area, then you won't be able to use pylon, and 3 NPCs, they won't stop mobs one. Here's kind of another house. For example, the ice biome, we've got the painter and the tavern keep. They don't have to be specific designs, but they would, like NPCs do now prefer kind of bigger spacing, better lighting, biomes, people, other NPCs, they always kind of prefer other things attached to the house, possibly like, for example, you know, they might just want an extra attachment to the house where they can go. So they probably wouldn't like to be trapped. I personally am super excited. Like, for example, you can, this is probably mainly to draw people out of the habit, because a lot of people, like, yeah, I'm talking to you might probably have this habit of kind of settling down in the centre of the world. There's nothing wrong with that, but this encourages people to explore out more, build more, and probably follow a few of those of Chaos's building tutorials to get some epic builds. But yeah, this is a really great feature. Because like the only real incentive to build things otherwhere is just like the general building habit, and also things like to get leaf wings from the what are they called, from the tiki. Give me a second, I've got to remember their name. Anyway, you know what I mean. And also to get like the cracker from the pirate, which involves having a box in to the furthest right of the world in the thing. Sorry if I'm stuttering. I'm kind of just speaking constantly, and I really didn't think of what I was going to say before, so I'm just going to pause every now and then, and I will forget things. Anyway, a great new feature of the pylons is I'm just going to be mentioning pylons a lot. Is the fact that, again, that instant teleportation, there's no wires required, but you'll be only able to get one per world per biome. So, you know, do not trash it, because I don't think they'll give you another one. But it'll be great because then the Goblin Tinkerer will cost less. I can imagine it wouldn't be a vast amount less, but like hopefully, depend on what it is. So you're basically gonna have to treat the Goblin Tinkerer like a god to get some decent to get like a decent money's worth of reforging. Especially if you don't want just to end up something like, you know what, let's reforge my let's say Terrarian, I think that's the name of the O, and then you just get broken, because I've been there before several times, and it is fairly annoying. I mean, overall, there isn't too much bad side, but like they will like have a extra dialogue option. For example, like with the Dryad, it says status, or like with the guide, it'll give you crafting, and the way you do that is that they'll kind of just have a third option, you know, clothes and whatever, probably like shop, and then kind of probably like NPC happiness level or something like that, or like say happiness in a little bar. So yeah, you'll click on that, and they'll kind of tell you they'll probably say something like, you know, it's too cramped, or they prefer lower lighting levels or higher lighting levels, and I would think that that's definitely something which is needed, because for a long time, as you can see here, like it's just been crampedness. But yeah, as you can see here, this will happen when you click on the pylon. It will kind of show you the color, so you can tell this in the planes. I think you have to place it in the exact same place, so there probably won't be many exploits there, like cheating, wiring. But yeah, all you need is kind of just 2 pylons in the world. You'll click on it and you'll be able to teleport instantly, which will be like, it will be majorly improved. You know, this opens up options for adventure maps as well. This will open up options for a lot of things generally, and also like a lot more realism maybe, but like a lot less of this thing where you just have to build NPC prisons and stuff. Anyway, for now, bye.